Hi friends! I am back for another weekend of working on my Volvo 850R project. So for those of you that haven't seen last week's video, I previously found out that this car has a bit more rust than I expected. So I gotta weld this car. So tomorrow I'm going to take this car to my friend's place, which is a 3-hour drive, because he's teaching me how to weld on my BMW project. But I'm going to take this car there, and then next week I can go and weld this car myself. But before we go on our little trip to the other side of the Netherlands, I decided that there's still a few things that I want to do. And one of those things is remove the front bumper, because I got to repair this, and I thought it would be the perfect moment when this car's not in this garage to repair it right here. So I'm gonna go and remove my front bumper first. To remove the front bumper, you just gotta undo these 8 screws, and there's a few of them on the underside of the bumper as well. And you also gotta get rid of a few pop rivets that go into here. You do gotta be careful when loosening these screws, because they tend to break pretty easily. And they're a bit hard to find, and when you find them, they're really expensive. So try not to break them. By the way, another reason I wanted to remove the bumper before taking this car to my friend Leon's place is because this bumper is so low that it doesn't fit really well over the bump of the trailer, so it gets even more damaged when I drive it on and off. So I figured this would be ideal. Alright, so I've removed these screws from the underside as well. And they are located right here, but that was a bit hard to film, so I did that off camera. So what I have left to do now is get rid of these pop rivets that keep the bumper in place, but that's easier with the wheels off. Now I do want to change these wheels before transport, because I'm going to get some new tires for these wheels in the meantime while the car's gone. So I'm gonna put this car on some spare wheels, but I will have to pick them up later today. So I'm going to change them tomorrow, and then I'll take my drill and get rid of these pop rivets. And I'm also going to drill out this little screw, because I don't know what's wrong with it, but it's all filled up. But it seems like there's metal inside, so I can put my screwdriver in there. So I'm going to go and drill this one out as well. And yeah, so I'm going to leave the bumper like this for now, and then tomorrow we'll remove it. Alright, we're back. So now we're going to change the wheels real quick, and then we're going to head off to Leon's place. I am going to remove this headlight real quick so I can reach this little screw. And Pascal's helping me change the wheels, because we want to leave as quickly as possible, because it's such a long trip. I'm gonna try and remove this screw like this first. Well, that seems to work, luckily, so I won't have to drill it out. Well, that looks super ugly, but that's better, so I can get some new tires now. Yep. Oh, by the way, I almost forgot, but there's also two 10mm bolts that go from the inside out to attach the bumper. I'll show you once the bumper's off, but you gotta remove those as well. Now I'm gonna drill out these 4 pop rivets, and then we can remove the bumper. Oh, by the way, I don't even have to drill out this one, because it's not attached to the rest of this flap anymore. Oh, and by the way, before people go and comment that you can't use a Makita to tighten wheel nuts, I'm using the lightest setting, and every time I tighten them like this, I've still gotta torque them down a bit more when I'm using a torque wrench. So this isn't too tight. Oh. Oh. Hier. Oh, gaat het goed met de deur?
Ja.
Is die maar klaar?
Dat kunnen we gaan.
Alright, we are done changing the wheels, and I closed my sunroof as well. So that means we can now go and put this car on the trailer. But of course, the one day I gotta get this car outside, it is raining, and it's raining pretty badly, but I think I'm still going to wash this car because this is my only chance for now. And it looks super sad. And there's the trailer and a roof tent. That's awesome. Ja. Ja, kom maar. Alright, we're finally off to the other side of the Netherlands, and we're going to try and find a car wash on our way there. I arrived at the car wash, so now I can finally go and give this car its first proper wash. Ik wil dat weg. Rah. Kijk deze nastiness. Film dit is. Yo! Je nasty! Oepie! Sorry! By the way, I do know that this would be a whole lot easier with a brush to get in here, but of course I forgot my brush again, but I'll get to that later. Alright, that's all nice and clean. This car looks so much better when it's wet and red. Well, that's the same thing because it gets red when it's wet. But yeah, let's continue our trip. That's so much better already. I'm really happy with this. Oh, and by the way, I got rid of these numbers that were written on my windshield as well, which I'm happy about. And this wanted to come off as well, but that will take me some time. But it is removable, so that's a good sign. Alright, so the 850 is finally in place here, so now we're gonna go back and return this trailer, and then I'll go and pick up my wheels, I think, so we can get the new tires. By the way, isn't it nice to see both of my project cars together? Alright, it is now a few days later, and I know I said that I'd pick up my wheels and get some new tires fit onto them, but we were back at 11, I think, when we returned the trailer, so it was a bit late and I didn't make it in time to get my wheels earlier this week. And it is now one day before uploading my video, so I did want to film a little outro for you guys. Sorry that this video was a bit different than what I usually do, but next week I'll be back and we'll start welding on the Volvo 850R, so that will be very nice. I'm not looking forward to it, I'm kind of stressed, but I'm looking forward to watch the end result. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!